Hey everyone, it's me, James. I'm back, and tonight I'm going to talk about the Speakeasy soap, which was gifted to me from Michelle H. Thank you, I appreciate it. And so this will be my first shave with this. I lathered it earlier when I did my neck, my nape, and so now I'm gonna go ahead and do the shave with it. One reason why I wanted to do my nape first with it was the scent. I want to make sure that it's not going to be something that will bother me. Um, if if a scent is too cologne-y or down that lines, or certain types of even sprays and colognes really mess with my sinuses, and so I wanted to see what that was first like back here, away from my nose, before I start moving it forward. So it seems like it'll be all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this. So this will also be the Derby Challenge Day 3. I'll be using it in the FatBoy today. And just bloom the soap just a little bit more. One thing that when the puck comes, this isn't like a pour type container where it's poured in here. It's a puck that's placed in there, and so you have to mash it in there pretty good. It got pretty messy because I just have this thing about if I'm putting water in here and dumping out and everything like that. For me, I'd much rather have a surface area where that bloom water can sit, for me personally. So I don't want to hear any apologists about how you can do it without bloom water. It's the way I like to do it. And using my Semogue 820 boar brush. But one thing I did notice already, just from shaving the back of my neck, is that seems pretty slick. Couldn't really judge cushion because I wasn't really going for like a whole lot of cushion, just enough. And I found that the slickness was good enough. So I didn't have any issues. Alright. And not really pressing onto the puck, just letting the bristles at least do their work across the top. And it's not the most desirable area, just been spoiled off these nice wide mouth containers that we have today, and well, it's kind of small. Alright, so thinking everything is ready. Just by the proto lather here is coming out pretty creamy down the sides. So I'm going to go find just a little bit more bloom water and load just a little bit longer. Alright. Alright, so boar seems to be pretty well loaded. take this. It looks like I can get it all on one hand. So, there we go. Just getting this creamy goodness off the top. Wet my face real quick and then rub this on. Be right back. Alright. I've got 3.5 days growth, somewhere around there. At least 3 days. All right. Here we go. Alright, seems to apply pretty easy. Just gonna put some moisture back in it. Alright. So as you can tell, got some good lather going on. It seems to be anyway. And seems to be quite hydrated, which is good. And so let's go ahead and get the shave going. For my nape, I used my EveryReady 1912 patent and just works really easy. Brass. FatBoy is set on 3. Again, for me, this is kind of a realistic challenge anyway, because I don't shave every day. So a blade has got to be comfortable for me for at least three to four shaves. And there's going to be some growth on one of those days coming back. Which goes a lot into my decision making on why I like a blade or prefer one. Alright, that was quite tuggy. And it's not the soap, because the soap is pretty slick. Yeah, I can definitely feel it tugging on those hairs there as I just came up. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and rinse and re-lather. I'll be right back. Thanks. Alright, I'm back, and this is just setting up the lather for pass number 2, and looks very good. I actually prefer it more as what it looks like right now. So what that tells me is just trying to control the water with the boar. Needed to add a little bit more water on the first pass to get it more to a creamy consistency and less of a paste. Scent is quite strong to me. Not an undesirable scent, but just very strong. So wouldn't be something that I would use all the time. Smells good, just too strong for my nose. Wouldn't want to risk getting a headache, sinuses, any of that stuff that comes with scents that just don't agree with my nose. Alright. Other than that, as far as the skin and everything like that, so far I don't detect any tingling or anything like that. Okay, so I just went that whole second pass just to see if anything would flare up. Didn't think it would, but just to be on the safe side. Yeah, everything felt great. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my third pass, and then I'll come back with some final thoughts. Thanks. Alright, I'm back. So some closing thoughts. So, first for the blade. The Derby Challenge. Third use Derby blade. And yeah, it was more tuggy this time. Definitely more noticeable. For a soap that was slick, I wouldn't expected I wouldn't want my blade to feel that tuggy, even if it is the third use of the blade. Um, However, I will say that as I reduced more, and this is just for me and the way I shave and my shaving pattern, meaning days that I choose to shave. Sometimes I have 2 days, sometimes I may have 3 days. If I'm going to do a straight razor test, there was definitely going to be some hair there, like a honing test just to see how sharp there is. Of course, that's not going to be with the DE blade, but I mean, so I have different variations on how I shave. I'm usually not a daily shaver. So for me, the blade can't feel tuggy even on the third use, and it did. Not a bad blade, just not one that I would use. It wasn't like uncomfortable, it was just a noticeable like just the tugginess that was there. Perhaps maybe if I had like a really heavy growth of hair, it might bother me, but for my needs, it works fine. Alright, now the Speakeasy. Let's see what the lather looks like. I felt that it held on pretty well. Very nice. As you can tell, there was moisture inside the boar bristles, and the soap handled it pretty well. Pretty good body. Seems to have a very nice creamy density to it. Air bubbles are tight. Very nice sheen. Again, a good grade of slickness. All in all, other than the scent strength being just a bit much for me, the scent smells nice, just strong. Again, it's a cologne-y type smell to me. It's supposed to remind you of the period of the 20s, I guess, but again, could be any cologne, decent cologne from the late 80s, early 90s. So, alright, that's where I'm at on that. Alright everybody, I appreciate you watching. My Broncos went out on a low note, but like a very low. Busted up the whole office, but they're in the midst of trying to put the team together and make another run. So here's to next year, and for the rest of y'all that have teams that are still in the hunt, I'm pulling for the Packers for my friend Jeff. Thanks all. Bye.